Hi guys, it's Kathy. I hope you're doing well. What is today? Today's Wednesday, finally. Yes, my eye. I'm sorry about my eye. Hold on a second. Something's wrong here. Well, that's the way it is. Yeah, my eye hurts. So, I don't know, I hate it. Just happens, and there's nothing I can do about it. So let's just get past the eye. I got a case that's gonna make you mad. I already know it's gonna make you mad. Maybe that's why I got it. I got a case where some chick tried to recant her domestic violence thing, and I got a mad judge and the cutest little woman. Let's see, where are we gonna begin? Kelly says that Milton's back up to a Cat 5, 160 miles per hour. I saw everybody trying to leave Florida today, and they're running out of gas on the highway. They're stuck on the highway. No one's moving. Listen, Fozzie, I can't open my eye. You know what I think happened? And this is going to be the day someone in my family finally watches one of my streams, and I don't care. I work with my punk nephew, who I love to death. I love him truly. But I've been a server for a hell of a long time. And this little boy started less than a year ago. He's barely worked any shifts. And I started helping the dishwasher. Okay, so we're about to close, and there's only one dishwasher left. And he has all of the dishes, and we got slammed tonight. We had to pull extra tables out and everything. Um, I started putting glasses away. And this little punk kid, he told me that I need to go sweep under the bar because I shouldn't be putting dishes away. He, he said he wanted to go home, and I needed to stop doing dishes and I needed to start doing my own stuff. I have my own stuff covered. I'm the only person that works there that closes alone, which means I have to do everything Sunday nights. Now, I knew that he was in a mood. So, I tried not to say anything. I obviously did not sweep under the bar though. I told him, I said, there's only one dishwasher tonight. He goes, yeah, but I want to get out of here. I said, well, you can't get out of here until the dishwasher's done. We are a team. This work needs to be done. I am going to do this work. I said, why don't you go do what you were doing? And then he walked away. But it's my family, and I don't like it. I don't like it when we fight like that. So I think my eye flared. That's not true because my eye was hurting earlier, but it was a good excuse. What? Tina? Oh, girl, give me his number. He's not even 21, Fozzie. I can't. Yeah, I should have told him to pour me a beer. Little kids these days. Seriously. All right. So let's start with the cute. Okay. So first, the judge gets mad. I really wish I had his first clip that I showed you guys ever. This was back a while ago because if you it was only like 4 minutes long. If you could hear that and then go into this clip, that would have been perfect. But I didn't. There it is. We'll do this one first.
1907 CM 2087.
John Link.
Mr. Rodriguez. Your Honor, today is set for a dispositional hearing.
Did you not go with the whole eye thing? If this text is not important, Fozzie, you are in big trouble. Oh, it wasn't you. Oh, yeah, it was you.
Entered, and the state and I have spoken about this case. I just need it reduced to writing. we were working on a revocation when there was a new charge filed in this court, so I need to reduce that to writing and then resolve his Superior 3 revocation as well.
Respond? What?
Oh, yeah. I just didn't, I don't.
I missed one case, 2408F61110. It's Mr. Sobieski reporting to probation.
Yes, Your Honor.
Sobieski, why do you keep landing in front of me?
I did not mean for this to happen.
You never intended for it to happen. How
How
many times have I warned you?
Too many. That,
You know, your latest charge is really disturbing.
for me too, Your Honor, yes.
Well, if you're gonna be a parent,
Hey,
then you need
stink
to start acting
eye.
like an adult. I've told you that before. There shouldn't be anything that comes between you and your child. Not jail. Nothing.
So that is the one we're dealing with now, Your Honor, the neglect of the pendant charge. So I think in 45 days we can have it wrapped up. Right. There is something that
See how he's sort of bouncing a little bit and rolling the papers? That's how you know you're in big trouble with this guy.
like I said, I think we could get reduced writing, it's just coordinating with the other revocations. There was a previous offer from probation, I'm gonna confirm if that's still open as well.
Is there any change case pending regarding the new charges or no?
No, Your Honor, there's not.
So, and that doesn't surprise me, Your Honor, and I remember the factual situation of that one, and it doesn't surprise me that there isn't.
Yeah, if you want, Your Honor, I can relay kind of what the offer will be, or we can just come back in the 45 days.
I don't want to hear it until we're gonna enter it.
Okay.
I just want Mr. Sobieski to understand. Gets one more charge. His bond's gonna be very high.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, all matters set to reset to December 10th, 2024. At 12:45 PM, time charged to defendant. Mr. Sobieski, you and I have an understanding, correct?
Yes, sir.
What is that understanding?
It's that I guess no more charge, no more charge.
Okay,
If I catch charge, the bond will be very high.
I don't care how long you sit in jail, okay?
I do understand the charges I caught, Your Honor. I
don't want you to talk about them, I just want you to know I'm disappointed. Cause I know you can do better than this.
Oh, I'm disappointed myself.
Start showing the world yourself by doing better, okay?
I will.
All right, your excuse.
Thank you.
State of Indiana versus Dawn, Watkins, 46D04, 2302 CM 459.
Oh, big hands.
Is that your client, Mr. Woodcock?
Yeah, sure.
Would you have a little discussion with her, please?
Your Honor, if we can have 45 days from Ms. Watkins, it's just a shoplifting from Michigan City Outlet Mall.
All right, matter is set to December 10th, 2024 at 12:45 PM on defendant's motion. I'm charged to defendant. Mr. Beal, what do you want to do?
Yes. Well, Judge, I found my client, if the court would consider recalling Tanya Pendergrass for plea entry.
All right,
Here we go, guys.
State of Indiana versus Tanya Pendergrass, 46D04, 2405 CM 1148.
She's not that old, just so you know. Is that better?
You are Tanya Holly Pendergrass.
Yes, I am.
What's your date of birth, miss?
11/6. 11/13.
I'll wait.
1956.
Before we start,
She's
Ms.
not that old.
Pendergrass, I appreciate your instruction to Mr. Sobieski about his pants. However, that's not your job in here to do that. That's mine, okay?
I know that.
Well, I want you to understand something. If you know that, then you know you shouldn't be doing that in court.
Well, you
Okay?
know what?
If you
Lay
disturb,
his pants down.
I understand, but if you disturb court, then you can be held in contempt of court. I don't want to do that today.
Isn't
and put
she
you in jail,
cute?
okay?
I don't want you to in jail.
Okay, so you need to be quiet in court unless you're being spoken to.
Yes, I am.
All right? All right, your attorneys handed me a statement of plea agreement and a written advisement of rights. Did you sign the written advisement of rights on the back?
Yes, I did.
Did you read both pages before you signed it?
No, I didn't.
Did Mr. Woodcox go over these pages with you and read them and explain them to you?
Yes, it.
I better not hear that ever again. Go rest. Stop doing stuff. You really have to heal. You're not going to heal at all if you don't listen to the doctor.
This is an advisement of your rights, so this document tells you what your rights are in this case. Do you understand what your rights are?
Yes, I do.
Do you have any questions about your rights today?
No, I don't.
And before today, Mr. Woodcox went over your rights with you and explained them to you, and
Yes, he did.
if you had any questions, you asked them at that time, correct?
Yes, I did.
Second
Yes,
document
ma'am.
I have is a statement of plea agreement, says you intend to plead guilty to
I need Nan to back me up.
public intoxication as a Class B misdemeanor. Is that what you want to do today?
Yes, I do.
You understand that by pleading guilty, you would be waiving or giving up all of your rights except for your right to have an attorney represent you today.
So, you did.
Resting.
Yeah.
See what I did
Yes.
there?
All right, one of those rights you'd be giving up would be your right to have a trial in this case. Do you understand that? A bench or a jury trial?
Yes.
And if the court accepts your plea today, you would be limiting your ability to appeal both your conviction, which would be for public intoxication as a Class B misdemeanor, and your sentence under this
That's a good question. Nan lives in Tennessee. So, yes. So, Fozzie, you say she's okay? She's not in the path? Whew.
plea agreement to a higher court. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Your plea says you will be sentenced as follows: fine of $11, court costs of $189. You'd be sentenced to 4 days in Port County Jail, but you would be given credit for 2 actual days plus 2 days good time. So what that means is this is a time served plea. There wouldn't be any further jail time, and there wouldn't be any probation or anything else you'd have to do.
Thank you.
Is that your understanding of the plea agreement?
Yes.
Did you sign the plea agreement?
Yes.
And did your attorney, Mr. Woodcox, did he go over and read the plea agreement to you and explain its terms and the potential
Yes, he did.
penalties?
I have no idea about geography. You have no idea how much it has tortured me. Never, ever ask me to pick you up and give me directions, because I will not get there.
Do you have any questions about the plea agreement today?
No,
And you understand what you're doing today, right?
right.
You still want to go forward with the plea agreement today?
Yes, I do.
Do you need to talk to your attorney, Mr. Woodcox, any further or ask him any questions before we do that?
No, I don't.
All right, to the charge of public intoxication as a Class B misdemeanor, how do you plead?
I plead guilty.
All right, did anyone force you to plead guilty?
No,
Anyone threaten you to get you to plead guilty?
no.
So you're pleading guilty to public intoxication as a Class B misdemeanor that's being made by you today freely and voluntarily.
Very. very,
Pardon me?
very, tuny.
You're doing this voluntarily. Nobody's forcing you to enter this plea. Is that correct?
Yes,
All right, Mr. Fredoso, factual basis, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. On May 20th, 2024, please recall to the 100 East 4th Street in Michigan City, Indiana, which is the public library, on reference to an intoxicated person on the property. They made contact with Ms. Pendergrass when they arrived. She was visibly intoxicated to the point that people were worried and had called. The police offered to give Ms. Pendergrass a ride to the room where she was staying at a hotel. However, she was not wanting their help and not being cooperative, and so they placed her under arrest.
that's all.
And all this happened in Louisville County, Indiana.
Are those facts true, Ms. Pendergrass?
Yes, it was, because I was homeless.
Okay. Mr. Woodcock.
Judge, I move to withdraw Ms. Pendergrass' formal plea of not guilty and her plea of guilty pursuant to the written terms of the agreement. I'd also ask the court to consider making fines and costs of record only.
All right, Ms. Pendergrass, anything you want to say to the court?
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
She's so cute.
Court now accepts Ms. Pendergrass's plea of guilty to public intoxication as a Class B misdemeanor. Court finds that her plea of guilty was made by her today freely and voluntarily, and a factual basis exists for her plea of guilty.
And I did get a place to live.
Good, good. She's sentenced as follows: fine of $11, court cost of $189. Ms. Pendergrass, the court's going to make those fine and court costs of record only, which means you do not have to pay those, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're sentenced to 4 days in LaPorte County Jail. She's given credit for 2 actual days plus 2 days good time for a total of 4 days. So this is a time served plea. Ms. Pendergrass, do you have any questions?
No.
All right, you are free to go. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
I tried to find that link to John Link's first hearing we had because it would have been
Mr.
great,
Beal.
but I couldn't find it in the 2 seconds that I looked. That guy's in trouble if he does anything wrong. I hope I get it. Next, now we're just going to go to a quick recant where a victim is trying to recant her testimony.
Mr. Cisneros' cases, it's 24M 3991 and 24.
All right, this is not her right here. This is her right here. You can't see her, but that's okay because you can just watch her the whole time. You might get pretty dizzy, but that's fine.
4M 3621.
The court calls Paul Cisneros with those case numbers. He appears in person alongside his attorney. And Mr. Groves, how are we proceeding today?
Your Honor, I believe the alleged victim is on WebEx and would like to address the court regarding the protection order. We would also be asking to address the protection order. So if we could start with that.
Well, let's start with where we're going with the case.
Okay, understood.
Looks like you just entered.
Yes, Your Honor. I would be asking to continue both cases so that I can have an in-office meeting with my client.
All right. And
Hey, Kingsley.
do the people know what the request is regarding the protection order?
Yes, Your Honor. And we could speak on the named victim's behalf if she so chooses, but I'm prepared to state her request.
Oh, and what is her name?
Wow.
Her name is Melissa Cisneros.
Don't. Oh, there she is.
Yes.
Okay. Ms. Cisneros, is there something you wanted to tell the court about, or did you want to let the district attorney speak on your behalf?
Yes, sir.
Hi, Donald.
I just wanted to say that on the day of I plan on recanting my story. I don't want to make a mockery of your court, Judge. I just don't think my story is completely honest, and so I would like to recant. And I'm also aware that means there could be implications for me. I just was not completely honest, and I want to own that, as well as the fact that I was also aware that the protection order that was issued in Weld County was actually supposed to be not issued. It was actually a discrepancy on Weld County's part. And that's all I would like to say. I would like it to be issued as full contact because we do have children together and I need his help watching our children.
The judge is pretending to consider this. He's trying to think of a nice way to answer her.
All right, what's the people's position?
Thank you, Your Honor. The people will be objecting to a full contact modification and would ask the court to modify the protection order for electronic communication through the Talking Parents app and allow for face-to-face and public contact. I was specifying earlier that I would want it with for child exchanges. However, I would be dropping that part and would ask for face-to-face and public.
Thank you.
Your Honor.
Yeah, go ahead.
Mr. Cisneros lives at a location where my children cannot be, and I work overnights.
Well, I can tell you I'm not likely to modify the protection order if that helps. I read both the affidavit in this case and the companion case, and it's not something I'm likely to do at all. I might allow talking parents, but that's going to be a push. So whether convenient or not, and I understand people change what they tell the police for a variety of reasons, but I read the affidavit in the other case. There's no question in my mind that father of your children has some real issues that he needs to address before he can be safe in the community. And I'm not going to allow him to have contact with you. And frankly, I wouldn't allow him to have contact with the kids if it were up to me. But with that, Mr. Copes, you understand you can make the argument for modifying the protection order, but it's not likely.
Thank you, Your Honor. I would ask that the court follow Ms. Cisneros' wishes in this case. However, given that the court indicated it's not likely
Absolutely.
to follow Ms. Cisneros' wishes here, I would ask for communication through the Talking Parents app regarding the children. Mr. Cisneros does wish to be present in his children's lives. His children are important to him, regardless of what may or may not have happened between him and Ms. Cisneros. And with the protection order, Mr. Cisneros is functionally excluded from his children's lives at this time. Additionally, I do think it would provide Ms. Cisneros with support.
Yep. Smoking in court with the kids in your lap. That sealed the deal.
In parenting, because as of right now, she's not able to get any assistance from Mr. Cisneros in terms of parenting the children. And even something as little as talking regarding the children through Talking Parents could be something that could ease some of that burden for her.
Right. The court is going to deny the request in part and granted in part. I'm denying the change to the no contact provision. Someone who's so drunk and out of control that they engage in this kind of behavior with the police in violation of prior court orders trying to keep him safe in the community. I guess the starting point for me is he's extremely lucky. If I'd been the judge setting bond here, he'd be sitting in jail on a very high bond that he wouldn't likely make. So I'm going to allow him to engage in communication only for the purpose of parenting and only through talking parents. If the court finds that he engages in any other contact with Mrs. Cisneros, bond is going to be set in an amount that he will not be able to make, because I frankly don't trust him in the public, given his history, given the information in the affidavits. And Mr. Cisneros, I hope you hear me.
Yes, Your Honor. It's just been a struggle without Mr. Cisneros because I actually work in nursing and I have to take my kids with me to work, and it's becoming an issue with my boss.
No, and I'm sorry for that. And I understand when
That's
courts set
horrible.
conditions of bond and protection orders, it impacts not just the person being restrained, but the purpose whose protection it's designed to enhance. But I've been in criminal justice for 40 years in various capacities. I've seen too many people hurt and killed. I can't claim nobody can, to predict which person on bond is going to hurt or kill somebody they claim to love. But it happens all the time. It happens far too often. And when somebody has a current protection order and engages in this kind of behavior, that is one of the best predictors of future violence. And I'm simply not going to do anything to encourage it. I'm going to do everything I can to stop it. And so I understand it has a negative impact on you. And I understand that you think you know him well enough to think that you may be safe. I don't know you, I don't know him, but I do know his track record. I do know what I see. And when I see affidavits like that, that's when the alarm goes off, that he is somebody who untreated is going to hurt somebody. And at least I'm not saying he will, but there's a strong risk of it and one I'm not going to accept. So I wish you well. I wish there were a better way for you to parent without him, but that's the way it has to be for a while. All right. And I don't think we have another day. No, yes, we do.
I don't know that we did set another date.
Do we still have time on the 19th in the morning? Or are we full? All right, the matters continued till the 19th at 9.
Okay, now we're going to go to the MADD one.
Before you go, all right?
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate it.
All right. And then let's go to 23 CR 53. Can you do that minute order while I'm sentencing? Or will that mess you up?
Yeah.
Miss Lisa Rochelle Thompson.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
All right. Lisa Rochelle Thompson. Miss Thompson's present on WebEx, represented by Miss Jensen. The people appear by Miss Fletcher. We are set for sentencing today. Miss Jensen, are you prepared to proceed today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Miss Fletcher, are you prepared to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Go ahead, Miss Jensen.
I would just note additional information for the alcohol evaluation. As it relates to the pending case, the offenses subsection shows both the original charges and the charges as a result of the disposition. But just to be clear, felony menacing and the misdemeanor DUI were not charged offenses. They're just the result of plea negotiations.
Right.
As well, Broomfield 22T704 has been resolved as of August 13th.
Yeah, say the case number again.
22T704.
That's right. I did see that. It was resolved.
It was resolved with a conviction for a driving after revocation prohibited and closed with 30 days of credit for time served. Obviously, that means that by taking a driving after revocation prohibited charge, that licensing will continue to be an issue for Ms. Thompson. And that's why Ms. Thompson is appearing virtually today. In addition to the stipulation to probation and the fact that there's sufficient credit for time served in this matter to close the mandatory time required for the misdemeanor DUI. Ms. Thompson has spent a decent amount of time in custody on this case. And it's important, I think, that the court take note of her extreme financial circumstances. We've talked about it numerous times while this case was pending, that she was in custody and had been trying to appear while out of custody, had some technical difficulties, but always tried to stay in contact with
myself. Ms. Thompson has been on probation for this nature of offense previously, and I think that this time round, Ms. Thompson is very eager to get this matter resolved. It's been outstanding for some time, and I believe that she'll be successful. We will be seeking to transfer probation to the metro area, given that is where she resides, and we'll be completing treatment. But I believe that the 2 years of probation based off of the recommendations and the alcohol evaluation will be sufficient for her to do that. So I'm asking the court to impose the 2 years of probation and sentence her to 94 days of jail with 94 days of credit for time served. Thank you.
What county does she live in? Do you know?
Oh, I want to say Jefferson, but I feel like it's always on the line with, I don't actually
Okay.
know.
All right. Let's go to Miss Fletcher then.
Thank you, Your Honor. She does have a pretty extensive history of substance abuse and related charges. We would ask that the conditions recommended by probation be in effect, including the level 2, 4+ treatment, which requires the minimum of 180 hours of therapy, and all the other conditions as recommended by probation, the option for a mental health evaluation, of course, the total abstinence and monitored sobriety, and any other treatment that probation deems required. Given that this is not a first, second, this is, per the pre-sentence evaluation, she's had multiple priors. I think that that shows that there needs to be some pretty substantial treatment, and the ability for probation to recommend any treatment they see fit as this probation evolves. So thank you.
Any restitution?
I didn't know, Your Honor.
Okay. Miss Thompson, you're never required to make a statement, but I'm going to unmute you. But is there anything you want me to know before I impose the agreed upon sentence?
I just want to thank the court for giving me an opportunity to take care of my business. I've already started looking into BHA for level 2, 4++ classes.
How did you know it was me? I'm wearing sunglasses.
I'm looking into going to school to become a chef so I can stay busy instead of being home and being bored. I think creates a little bit of an issue for me, and I plan on succeeding.
All right. What county do you live in?
I live in Adams County.
Adams. All right. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Well, I've heard the statements of the parties, and I've considered the alcohol evaluation, the probable cause affidavit, and the plea agreement in the matter. I will give final approval to the plea agreement at this time. I think it's appropriate. While Ms. Thompson does have, I think this is her 5th DUI conviction, 6th DUI, she doesn't have any significant history other than the alcohol.
This is her 6th DUI. She has 6 DUI convictions.
All issues. I think she had 1 misdemeanor child abuse is the only other thing I saw. But I do think it's appropriate. The legislature has made it clear.
And only a child abuse case. Don't worry about it.
That they believe treatment is the most appropriate action in these type of circumstances. So I will enter judgment of conviction on added counts 3 and 4. I'm going to dismiss counts 1 and 2. I'm going to place Ms. Thompson on 2 years of supervised probation. As I'm going to suspend what was condition of probation, I'm going to impose 94 days of jail and give her credit for 94 days served. There is also a 1-year suspended jail sentence required under statute that I will impose. I will impose a fine of $600, but I'm going to suspend that upon successful completion of probation. But there will be other costs as set forth by the legislature for a charge such as this, which I will impose. I'm going to order 70 hours of useful public service as per the plea agreement. I'll find no victim of this crime has suffered any pecuniary loss, so no order for the payment of restitution will issue. And we'll have the standard conditions of probation plus the level 2, 4+ treatment. I'm going to adopt the the recommendations of the alcohol evaluation. That includes a total abstinence from alcohol and illicit drugs, a mental health eval.
She has 6 DUIs. She needs to go to jail. She needs to be in jail. At 3. She's doubled the time where I would have sent her to jail.
Monitored sobriety, including continuous alcohol monitoring for 90 days at a minimum. Enhanced treatment services, which can include intensive outpatient treatment, residential treatment, or other treatment as deemed appropriate by probation. Ms. Thompson, you're going to need to get in touch with probation here to set up a time to meet with them. You may have to come down here to do that, but I certainly have no objection to transferring you to Adams County to complete probation where you reside. Do you have probation's number here, or do we need to get that for you?
I have already talked to probation. Her name is Megan Garwin. And I think I did a mental health evaluation through her. Or was that something totally different?
Anything you've done as part of this process or as part of a recent requirement, I'm certainly happy that they can use that as part of the probation and not reinvent the wheel in that sense. So does she need to still call you again, or?
The only time we met was to do our alcohol evaluation.
Oh, okay. So you will need to give her a call one more time to set up a time to sign the paperwork.
If you want to. If you want to do probation, then maybe if you have time when you're not working, give your probation officer a call. But if you don't, it's okay because, you're an alcoholic and we understand things are hard.
To transfer your probation to Adams. So go. Okay. I'm going to order you to give her a call today. She may or may not be in the office. Leave her a message and to set up a time to do that. Anything further, Miss Jensen?
No, Your Honor.
Miss Fletcher?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. Have a great day.
Thank you. And I can vote, you said, with the felony?
You are not in custody, so you should be able to vote.
Why not?
Perfect.
Yep.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You can vote.
Thank you.
Of course you can.
All right. Have a good day.
You too.
You only have 6
Bye-bye.
DUIs.
And then last, I'm going to call.
Or anything. It's not like, you should be punished for anything. Yeah. Here's a free pony. And then we see people coming in every day with the effects of the drunk driver. And then we see cases like this. Yeah, I guess I don't either. But I don't either. But she asked for that after she just got a I just don't get it. I don't get it. All right, guys, that's what I had for you. It's time for Fleischer. Let's go. Oh, look, he's married. See? Look, he's married, guys. I told you it was going to make you mad. It made me furious. And I normally don't get triggered or mad by the things other people do in my chat. But that one was like, what? That was like a slap in our faces. Oh, there's no trial today. So it's a light docket. It's very blurry.
There are some people that I see over and over and over and over. Miss Cambrick.
Of course it's blurry because my eye hurts. See, it's everything else is fine. It's his stream. Yes, I know he's married and has 4 children.
Since 1999. Deadly conduct.
I don't know why it's blurry.
Failure to stop and render aid. 2002, failure to identify as a fugitive from justice. Now let's get into 2000. 2004.
There we go.
There are some people that I see over and over and over and over. Miss Cambrick.
I don't need no man.
Since 1999. Deadly conduct, 99. Failure to stop and render aid. 2002, failure to identify as a fugitive from justice. Now let's get into 2000s. 2004, theft. 2004, theft.
I know. Could you imagine?
2005, felony theft. 2005, theft. 2005, theft. 2006,
I told him
theft from
never
a
do
person,
that.
felony theft from a
I
person.
hope he saw.
Possession of a controlled substance, 2007, possession of a controlled substance, 2007, and 2008, theft. 2009, possession of a controlled substance, 2010, possession of a controlled substance, possession of a controlled substance, possession of a controlled substance. 2012, theft, assault, theft.
Probation. If she wants to, probation.
16, 17, 18. Now, 2019, theft, 2020, theft, 2021, theft, 2021, theft, 2021, criminal trespass. 2021, theft,
That's way out of my
2022,
hands,
theft,
security.
2022, criminal trespass, 2022, theft, 22, theft, 22, theft, 24, theft, 23, theft, 23, theft, and now another. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
Yes, Judge. On August 29th, 2024, officers responded to a theft of business at a Walmart in Harris County, Texas. Officers made contact with complainant, the loss prevention associate, who stated on August 28th, he contacted officers about a shoplifting, but no officer
Oh my God. Steven's back.
responded to take the report at that time. The complainant showed the officer the surveillance video, and the officer observed the defendant select a blue tote, walk towards the automotive section, look around to see if anyone was observing her actions, and select multiple Benzol motor oil cords off the shelf and conceal them in the tote. The defendant was then observed walking towards the health and beauty section and exiting through an emergency fire door without attempt to pay.
At the end of the docket, the very, 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 very end, you know, when the judge talks to us for a tiny bit, for like a minute, the judge asked us if he wanted to if we wanted him to shut down chat for a day or two because it's overwhelmingly busy. And I mean, we have over 1,000 people in chat and it goes so fast. And he's trying to read it at the end of the day and it's going too fast for him because it was. So he said if the mods needed a break, he could shut down chat for a day or two if he needed a break. That's how we heard about that because it was at the end of the docket.
For the tote or the concealed oil.
How much the value?
Let me check the OR, Your Honor. It's not in the DIMS.
And I'm guessing because they know it's going to be reduced to a misdemeanor, they just now file it as misdemeanors, Michael, instead of a felony?
I'm sorry, what's the question, Judge?
Do they hence assume intake that it's going to be reduced to a misdemeanor as to why they filed it as a misdemeanor?
You know what, Judge, this has been happening a lot and I'm not sure why. I think honestly, a lot of it is negligence into not looking at what their criminal history is before they file the charge. Quite honestly, 'cause I see it a lot and I don't think there's any policy for it.
And Your Honor, total is $98.
Amber, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm now sending you for a drug test. I want to know what, if anything, is in your system, and you're to come right back, and then we will discuss where we go from here. I'm going to put a GPS monitor on you, and I'm forbidding you from going to any store that you have a prior contact with in a theft case. Do you understand? And if I find that you have any contact with any of these stores, I'm going to make your bond so high, your teeth are going to fall out. Do you understand? Catch and release days are over. No more catch and release. We are going to get to the bottom of why this continues to happen. And if that means some kind of treatment facility with a dual diagnosis residential program, then hey, but now you're working what? 30 thefts? Stops today. First things first, I'm sending you for a drug test. You must come right back. And if you fail to come back, if you fail to take the drug test, your bond will hit the skyline. You understand? We need to do a deep dive, Alex, into every single store that theft, that all those thefts come from. And just, I mean,
Foster?
I know, if we can just forbid from going to any and all retail stores in Harris County, I mean, just.
Yes, Judge, if you would like, we can create a list.
Yeah, I'd like to do a dive into every single theft she's done and.
Yes, Judge.
Oh, I was sitting in the dirty box store. Going around that way. Go have a seat over there.
Foster?
You're Tristan Foster.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Foster, you're charged with possession of marijuana. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay.
On October 1st, 2024, officers conducted a traffic stop for a vehicle with no front license plate in Harris County, Texas. The officers made contact with the defendant, the driver of the vehicle, and observed an odor of marijuana. A search was conducted and officers observed a black plastic bag under the front passenger seat containing marijuana and drug paraphernalia, such as a weight scale, a bong pipe, and multiple small bags. The officers also found marijuana grinder in the trunk of the vehicle. Marijuana was identified based on training experience and had a weight of 65.9 grams.
Mr. Foster, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Do you have a valid Texas driver license?
Upon the traffic stop, I found out that it was suspended.
I want to impart something to you that I am making it a bond condition for you now that you're not to drive any vehicle for any reason. I don't care what your reason is. If I find that you drive, I will have a contempt hearing. You'll be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you drive. I don't care if there's a burning building or Mother Teresa needs to go to church. You get into a car and drive, there's going to be HE double hockey sticks to pay. Do you understand? What do you do for a living, Mr. Foster?
Sir,
What do you do for a living?
I do for a living, landscaping.
We're going to reset your case, give you time to hire a lawyer. So I'm going to have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. After that,
Can I file out for an attorney from the state?
why?
So I don't have money for a lawyer.
How do you know? How do you know?
Well, it's not my first time, dealing with lawyers, and I just don't have that kind of money right now.
2018, unlawful carrying of a weapon. 2019, criminal mischief. 2018, assault of a family member. 2019, assault of a family member. 2021, criminal trespass. 2022, unlawful carrying of a weapon. 22, felony possession of marijuana. And now you've gotten another possession of marijuana. In all of those cases, how many times have you gotten a court-appointed lawyer? Yeah, right. I want you now to go looking, and I want you to get a full-time job. And I am now making that a condition of your bond as well. The days of you sitting at Xbox, playing Xbox all day, smoking dope all day, doing nothing are over. I am making it a condition of your bond that you get a full. You've got that smirk on you. And I'm gonna tell you now, it's not gonna go well if you try to play with me. Do you understand?
I don't need to go spend my money when I'm taking care of my family to get a lawyer on a case that, you know what I mean?
Can you hear me?
Fozzie, you're muted.
Damn it.
You're still muted. Fozzie, you're still muted. You're not muted, dude. I'm lying. We can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we always could. I lied to you.
Jack, but why are you calling me?
Oh, there we go. I was trying to. Hey,
You call.
Are you ready to start this stream?
Well, yeah.
Okay, let's go. Let's do
Okay.
this. Don't
Bye.
swear.
Bye.
Guys, Fozzie's here. We got comments on my videos asking if Fozzie had his own channel.
Hello, everybody.
Yo, I thought we were friends.
Well, I didn't want Kathy to feel like she's alone.
So, yeah, yes, I got way hairier. So Fozzie's gonna, since Fozzie is a mod on Judge Fleischer's stream, so he was definitely here today. He's gonna do the rest of this video. Ready, Fozzie? Go.
No. I want you to go start.
Judge Fleischer's awesome and everybody has fun.
Harris County lawyers. There's a gajillion and one of them. Mr. Foster.
Yeah, they call my line. They send paper through the mail. Y'all know.
Good. Start calling those and finding one you can afford. You pick up a new case. You start driving. I'm telling you now. I'm going to revoke your bond and I'll make it sky high. Do you understand?
I understand.
You know, I'll tell you this though, Mr. Foster. You look like you have a lot of arrogance to you. If you put that arrogance into working really hard, holy moly, you could command the entire world. I know people who started as a freaking dishwasher at Chick-fil-A and they worked their ass off. Now owns two of them making 400 a year.
No.
That
Fozzie, when someone swears, you have to go so that everybody knows that someone swore.
hundreds of thousands every.
What's my pearls?
He's raking in because he put his chutzpah into working and his heart into working his ass off. And now, dude, he's killing it. And people thought he was a joke working at Chick-fil-A. And dude's he's the American dream. That's what it's about. Not this, not what you're trying to sell. Don't. Put your heart, soul into it. You can do anything. That's what makes this place so great.
I cannot write my name in the snow.
Is that pre-trial bond position?
No, we'll have him sign the no driving affidavit. For what? No, we're good.
All right, Jeff. Page 11.
You made me paranoid about being muted, and I got these stupid headphones around my neck now, and I don't even know if I need them.
Fozzie, you're muted.
No, I'm just kidding. The affidavit's fine with me. Vic, who's this?
11.
Thank you, Maiko.
Good morning, Mr. Joyelle. Sir, you're charged with evading arrest or detention. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
I can see her doing things in the background here.
2024, officers were dispatched to a weapons disturbance call in Harris County, Texas. The caller advised that he observed a group of juveniles with a handgun after walking into a Texaco gas station. The caller asked the defendant if he had a gun, to which the defendant stated yes, and that he had it for protection. The officer observed the group walking away from the gas station and activated his lights and sirens. The defendant began to evade upon seeing the officer. The officer had prior interactions with the defendant and knew him by sight and name. The officer later was able to locate the defendant at his residence.
So you said that he goes into a gas at Texaco.
So, Your Honor, the complainant was walking into Texaco and observed the defendant with another group of juveniles outside the gas station with a handgun. And then,
okay, so who has the handgun?
Definitely.
The handgun is with the defendant. And the defendant.
He has a handgun?
Yes, the defendant said he had that for his protection.
You can control your
Read
mic.
again.
Yes, Your Honor.
I must be confused. Read, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, let
The
me
officer
try.
was dispatched to a weapons disturbance call in Harris County, Texas. The caller advised that he observed a group of juveniles with a handgun after the complainant walked into a Texaco gas station.
So this is an unknown caller.
Yes, it is the
saying
caller.
that, hey, I saw a gun here.
I saw a gun with a
Is
group
that
of
better?
juveniles. And the caller asked the defendant if the defendant had a gun, which the defendant stated yes, that he had it for protection. And then the officer observed the group of juveniles walking away from the gas station and activated his lights and sirens. And the
That's when
defendant.
they all like
That's
don't
when they-
scam.
Yes, Your Honor.
You were on bond for 3 felony cases. I have to imagine that one of the conditions that you're on bond for is no weapons. And now you've picked up another case.
So,
Stop, don't sing. Mr. Joyal, I'm gonna find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case.
Trying to put Fozzie in the center. Didn't work.
What time of day or night was this?
Your Honor, let me check the office report.
I can't put Fozzie in the center. It won't let me. Yes, you do. It is 5:26 a.m. and my daughter just handed me a humongous piece of cake that my other daughter just baked. It's 5:26 a.m. in the
It
morning.
appears to be at, I apologize, I don't know military time, but 13:26 hours.
It's 1 in the afternoon.
1 in the afternoon, Your Honor.
So he's got the 3 felony cases upstairs. They're all no weapons as well. You need to understand that by picking up this case, it's very possible that they revoke your felony bonds and raise them. And if that happens, 3 felony warrants are going to issue for you. So you need to get with your lawyer extremely quick. No, don't. But I am ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to be in possession of weapons. And I'm also ordering you not to use or consume any alcohol or dope. And I'm going to drug test you today because I want to know what, if anything, is in your system. You're to come right back and then we'll talk about your lawyer situation. Do you understand?
yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm gonna have you take a seat over there. We'll send you for a drug test. You must come right back. Okay.
So Fozzie, since you weren't in the stream, does he come back testing negative or positive? Hi, Cricket. Kentucky's in the house. Kentucky, are you, Terry, are you in the, no, Kentucky's way higher. Never mind, you're fine. So does he come back negative or positive? You weren't watching it all, were you? You can speak.
I think it's positive. Don't you know what thumbs up means?
Can't see. I'm blind.
Oh, good Lord. I'm going to have to find another YouTuber to watch. Dang it.
I got a channel you can watch. Don't worry.
All right, Judge.
Hold on, give me 1 second. 1 second.
Judge, quit calling me during the middle of my stream.
Yes, this is Judge Fleischer in Court 5, and I'm calling for Mr. Uribe. Onwubusi. Come on up, sir. I think I said it right.
That sounds.
Onwubusi. Onwue. Or would you prefer a cause number?
No.
Did I say it right? Onwubusi? Sir, you're charged with criminal trespass. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. Looks like your case is extremely old. It's 714 days old, sir. They've given you multiple PR bonds. I guess we should be happy that you made it to court. Okay. Please.
Mr. Judge, on October 25th of 2022, HPD officers conducted a trespass investigation at the Icon gas station located at 7997 West Airport Boulevard in Harris County, Texas. Officers advised that the location has an active trespass affidavit in effect. Officers advised that they observed the defendant standing on the property next to a posted no trespass sign. Officers advised that they also made contact with the complainant, an employee of the gas station, who advised the defendant was trespassing at the location.
Had he been previously warned not to be there? Or was it just a no trespassing sign and he just goes there for the first time? Sure, take your time.
And now Nan comes in. Nan, I needed you earlier. I was yelling at Lori for not resting and you weren't here to back me up. Hi, Nan.
So Judge, it's the defendant and multiple other males. There's a active trespass affidavit on file. They approach this defendant. They find marijuana on him after they detain him. They ask him multiple times if he would be willing to participate in the marijuana diversion program. He refused several times. But I don't see anything.
No priors?
I don't see anything about the complainant.
So look, when you show up to court, good things happen. I'm going to find no probable cause in your case now. But I want you to understand, you are now on notice. You can't go back to this gas station. Stop. You can't go there anymore. If you go there again, they're going to arrest you for criminal trespass. I'm finding no probable cause now.
We're streaming together, but it's not a violation of the protection order because we're not communicating. We need that judge from yesterday.
No, because I don't see that the prior warning was issued. But I am issuing the warning to you now. If you go back there today, tomorrow, next week, next year, they're going to arrest you for trespass.
Just get caught even about you trespassing.
Mr. Onwubusi, listen, it's not a discussion. They have the right to tell you they don't want you there, and they don't want you there. Find another place to go to. Now I'm gonna find no probable cause. You're free to go, okay?
And I'm following dismissal now, Judge.
All right, man, take care. And show up to court. Show up to court. I hope so.
I don't know what he said there. Missed it the first time, missed it the second time.
So, Judge, we got information from the secretary on that other trial case.
Okay.
We'll be here in about 20 minutes. That's what I was.
Oh, on the, okay, got it. Okay, great.
Camera.
Ready?
Oreo. 8:20.
Ozzy's not up here. Don't worry.
You speak English, man?
That blue looks very pretty on her.
You want a translator? Okay.
Okay, I'll text.
Go ahead, take a seat, and we'll be back with you momentarily.
Page 23. Santilla.
Oh, wine. He
Come
stole his
on,
wife's
man.
wine.
Ay, ay, ay.
Her little shot of
Quesadillas,
wine.
Santillan.
Quesadillas.
Santillan?
Ay, ay, ay.
Get your sister. Get your sister. Joseph Santillan. Mr. Santillan, you're charged with possession of marijuana.
We need to send Fozzie a brown bag to put around his bottle of wine real quick.
You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes,
Lori, I haven't said anything in a while. Can you hear me now?
was conducting a routine traffic patrol, and when he observed the defendant's vehicle with no front license plate, the officer initiated a traffic stop as the car was
No,
pulling
he's
over,
at home.
and an NCIC, TCIC return on the vehicle showed the vehicle to have an expired registration from March 2024. The search also showed insurance to be unconfirmed. The officer made contact with the defendant.
What do I do when I gotta pee?
Who advised he did not have insurance on the vehicle and that his driver's license was expired. The defendant was then asked to step out of the vehicle, and the officer asked if he had any drugs in the vehicle, and the defendant stated in the center console. The defendant was then detained. During the inventory.
Look, Fozzie, the camera stops here. The camera stops here. Oh no.
Search of the vehicle, the officer observed 3 joints in the center console. Using a digital scale, the marijuana was observed to be 2.8 grams. The defendant also had 4 outstanding Class C misdemeanor warrants out of Harris County.
Is that the only thing that they found in the glove box was the dope? Was it
Yes.
marijuana? Okay. Mr. Santillan, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Do you have a Texas driver license?
Not a valid driver license, sir.
You're not allowed to drive. I'm making that a condition of your bond now. You will be signing with me today a promise that you're not going to drive. I don't care what your excuse is. I don't care if someone has to go to the hospital. There's a burning building and you have to save 50 people. I don't care. You drive, you will do a substantial amount of time in jail. I can have a contempt hearing, hold you in contempt, slap you with 180 days every single time you drive. Do you understand? If you want to drive, go get a license, get liability insurance, and then I will happily take this thing off. But if I find that you drive, I'm telling you now, I'm gonna light you up. We're gonna reset your case and give you time to hire a lawyer. So I'm gonna have you come over here, swear to us that you're not gonna drive. Hold on. After that, I'll get you to Victoria to sign a reset, and then we'll get you out of here.
Fozzie, with this, what is that? Do it again. Do it again. What did you put it away for? I didn't see it. Oh, you got a drone. Oh boy. Yeah, that makes me nervous. How far can that thing fly?
Billions of miles.
You can speak.
Billions of miles.
You're not muted. With all the hurricanes and everything, how are your planes?
Our aircraft, I mean, they don't operate on set schedules. They leave when a rich person wants to leave. And rich people don't like to fly through weather, so they just don't go on trips if weather's in the way.
So you have nothing to do at work now.
Well, that would be nice, but I have clients all over the world, and the hurricane is one place.
Yeah, but isn't Texas the world? That's what I heard anyway.
I mean, I won't argue with that.
Can you fly your drone in the hurricane and keep the camera on? And let's see what happens.
You know, it's funny that you said that. Bill said that drones right now in Florida through the, not the evacuation zones, but through some of the recovery zones are actually forbidden right now.
Okay, but how do you forbid a drone? I mean, how do you stop someone flying a drone into the hurricane. I don't think so, because it could fall and injure someone, so they won't shoot it down.
It's this big.
Yes. I can't say what I want to say because it'll start a political conversation. I'm going to put Jeff Fleischer back on.
When you come back, please have a lawyer, sir. All right.
That was the last arrangement, so we can.
Yay. Any PHAs? What's the word?
All of my witnesses are available for we would do voir dire on the 29th and testimony on the 30th. Is that correct, Judge?
Voir dire on the, yeah, that's right.
And yes, they're all available.
Okay, wonderful. I'll let Herman know. Thank you.
Just for this one, it's only another affidavit.
Yeah. Kozlowski, come up here in the jury box.
For November.
Nan, get her. Nan, get her. Get her, Nan. Nan. Her doctor said she's not resting enough, Nan. Lori's not resting enough. Nan, get her. I already got her. She called me mom. You can be dad. I already took mom. It sure is.
Did she make it out?
Oh God.
Great. You can speak over it.
But you have a microphone.
I hope it works.
You in trouble. You in trouble, girl. Oh yeah. Enough. I mean, that would be enough to destroy me right there. Then she's very sorry and she's going to start resting now.
Hey. Thanks. You too? 5001. At top of page 27. Hey, Hector, if
it's in Chicago.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Johnson.
Good morning, Judge.
You're charged with violation of protective orders. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked that agreement through all of your time served.
Order in the court.
You need to understand certain things, though. You're walking out of here today, but this will be a conviction on your record. If you continue with the same course of conduct within a certain amount of time, they can use this to potentially charge you with a felony offense. So you need to just be careful when you get out there, what you're doing, who you're with, how you speak to people, because it could land you in jail with another serious charge. The other thing you need to understand is there's an affirmative finding of family violence, so you cannot own a gun or ammunition as a result of this as well. You understand? I'm going to have you sign a document reflecting that we've told you and that you are aware because of this type of charge, you're not allowed to have a weapon and or ammunition as well. That in and of itself is a Class A misdemeanor. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you can never change this or undo this. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Is this what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The agreement is 210 days in jail. 37? Oh, 97. I was gonna say, then he's got time. You don't have any time today. You're walking out of here today. But be careful when you get out there, all right?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay. You gotta understand that the term weapon is a very loose term. So if you don't know what constitutes a weapon, contact a lawyer. They can tell you, that way you don't land yourself in any more hot water. Okay?
Victoria's weapons
All
are
right.
rated E
Did you
for
say guilty?
everyone.
I don't know. You haven't asked. How you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'll find you guilty. I will follow the agreement. I'm gonna roll your court costs so you won't owe anything. You walk out of here today.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day. You too.
Oh, no, Casey, it's too late now.
Have a good day.
Counsel,
Counselor. Yes.
don't need, just in case you have a question about this. So this is the document thing.
That's the weapon.
And then this is, are you about the first one? So we can run a clock up to her.
Completely up
This
to
is why I
you.
go to take this thing off my leg too.
No, I do have to.
You'll have to go to, is it fifth floor? Take off the monitor. Johnson.
Hi, Jennifer.
11.
Oh, are you saying
Yeah.
hi?
We'll send them notice that you're
Hi,
gonna go there.
Jennifer.
You're gonna take
Hi, Jennifer.
in there so that they just close out your entire case, and then after that, you can go get the money.
Jennifer Fozzie's here.
Okay. All right,
Say hi to
man. Take care.
Fozzie.
Hi.
Mr. Waters again,
Okay.
custody,
Yes.
reference here.
Can I see her? You mind bringing her? Hi.
How you doing?
How old are you?
I'm 18.
18. Who do you live with?
I have my own apartment.
How? I could barely walk when I was 18. Tell me about yourself. What do you do?
I just graduated college. I only have my associate's degree. I was going to Blinn College.
Wow, that's amazing. Great job.
Thank you. I got my first apartment in June, and I live on Belfair Pines, Kane Street. And I work from home from there.
Okay. So you do have
Yeah,
an
I'm
income.
not changing
Yes,
it.
yes, sir.
Okay.
It's there now.
Um,
It's good enough.
You're aware of Mr. Waters.
Yes, sir.
Are you guys
Jennifer.
together?
When he first gave me his number, I accidentally put him in my phone as Foxy instead of Fozzie. And that's how it is right now.
Yes, sir.
How long have you been together?
For like 3 years.
3 years. Okay, so you know him well.
Yes,
Okay. My only concern is that he's picked up quite a number of charges. So I just want you to be careful.
yes.
Are you okay if he stays with you? Okay. That was my concern. And I was telling Jillian here, my concern is that he's got a lot of history and a lot of just nonsense. And I don't want him to pick up any more cases. So before we let him out, I want to know that he's got a stable home that he's going to go to. I'm going to put conditions on him so he's not out in the middle of the night. I don't want him to go to any of these other stores that he's ever been to for any of these thefts. And no dope, no alcohol. And that's stay out of trouble. Do you mind bringing Mr. Waters in? Thank you so much for coming. You're doing great. Just keep it up.
Yeah.
Really.
Hi.
Sorry.
I am.
Okay. Wonderful. It's
He
a lot
likes
of
when you
work
talk about his butt.
and it gets stressful. So be careful. If you take care of that baby well, that baby will take care of you. You got to be careful with who are you around, what they're doing. Because if there are other people that are smoking marijuana, it could affect that baby. And the problem is that baby is constantly growing and it needs love, it needs attention, it needs prenatal vitamins. Because if you don't take care of that baby well, you will or could have, the baby will have developmental issues. And then you're a lifelong babysitter, and we don't want that. So if you take care of the baby well,
Yes, sir.
one day they'll take care of it.
Yes.
Is there anything else that we need to address?
No, no, Your Honor. I don't think so. Are we waiting for Mr. Waters to come out? What sure if you were, did you say
Bringing him out.
you bringing him out? Okay, that's
And I
what
want
was-
to admonish him that,
Okay.
you know, especially with the baby on the way, he's got to be careful. No dope. Like, I'm going to test him like crazy. Anna, you saw the DVR?
I saw that you want to talk to someone, but I haven't seen the actual DVR.
Okay, I can print it out for you now.
Okay.
Okay, that's for you. So you okay with Friday then? Okay.
Just to be clear, yesterday I asked that his mom be reinstated. I'm not sure what your decision is today for services to clarify. Reinstatement of your mom.
Mr. Waters. How's jail? Good. You know, Mr. Waters, I want you to understand that we mean business. The days of catch and release, they're over. We're not going to play this game. And I'm not going to allow.
I can't see him. So that it just looks like the judge is yelling at her the whole time because he's standing way over here. And I wasn't paying attention earlier in chat, and I kept watching him call her Mr. Waters. And I was like, what in the world is going on? Then I just saw that sliver of orange.
You to taint anyone else near you
Fozzie,
with
quit
your
typing. You have a
15
microphone.
theft cases that you have, or 20 or 32. No. If you want me to let you out, you will have strict supervision, meaning no dope, no alcohol, and I'm going to test you like crazy.
Say that out loud.
No going out in the middle of the night, no going to any of the.
Fozzie, if I put something on the screen, will you read it out loud for me? Fozzie?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Ready?
Ready.
It's because Fozzie punched me in the eye.
LOL.
Fozzie punched me in the eye, so now I have to wear sunglasses.
Everybody knows how much I adore you.
I know, he punched me right in the eye. Right here.
Well, I mean, sometimes you got to put them in their place.
But it only punched me once, so that means I listened the first time. Oh, God.
Places where you
I
have
should have said that. Sorry.
And most importantly, you need to get a job. There is a career fair, and we're going to give you a flyer, and I want you to meet me there.
I only
We're
want
going to try to
green
get you a job.
M&Ms.
Do you understand? That's the and you smoke dope, it's over. No marijuana, and I'm going to test you 40 days or whatever from the last time. Has he tested? Do you know?
I'm not sure.
Rachel,
How
has
far
Mr.
away
Waters
can your
tested
drone go?
before?
You never answered me. Can it make it to Houston from Friendswood? Oh, there's a delay.
I keep typing. I'm so sorry. I'm not used to this shit. Stuff. A mile and a half is the furthest I've had it so far.
A mile, and that's not very far. Like, you couldn't go to the next city and spy on someone. You just couldn't. You have to be right with it.
I had to take it up to like 400 feet just to get it to stay connected at a mile and a half. A mile is about the limit, and then if you take it up higher, you can get further.
Oh, I would think you have to take it lower to get, because it's getting further away if it's higher.
No, definitely not. It connects to satellites.
We should all get a drone. How many people in here want to get a drone?
I definitely want you to get one.
Yeah. Did you see the last part of that sentence? You wanted, yeah, we have a lot of corn here too, but I think I could get some good stuff if I had a drone down in the city. How far away? How far is a mile though? Somebody tell me how far a mile is. Like, I don't even know. I wouldn't even know. I would definitely go to my neighbor's windows because, they're a pain in my tush. Get some good stuff on them for the po-po. Just kidding. Oh, well, how are they going to know whose drone it is?
And do you have any more
They see a
children, Mr.
drone
Waters?
fly by, well, they're going to come after me.
Look, you have a baby on the way. You need to treat that baby well, because if you don't, you are begging for a lifelong problem with a kid that will have developmental issues. And then you have a kid like that, you are a literal babysitter for the rest of your life, taking care of a baby that can't do things on their own. Don't smoke any weed next to the baby. Don't do, because anything you do can potentially affect the baby. So you need to be careful what you're doing. You need to support her because, she's going through changes. She's going to have a ton of hormones. The hormones are going to make her upset. They're going to make her feet swell. She's going to be cranky. She might have back issues. You need to be there to support her, because if you're there to support her, show love, respect, it will make the baby feel it as well. Anything you do could potentially impact that baby. You need to consider that when you're out there. If you're stressed out because you got no money, or just think of the baby.
That's right, Fozzie. You don't have to type. I downloaded this software. I was going to buy 10 drones and then fly them over my food truck when I got it going and have them do designs and stuff. I've downloaded this software. I can't remember what it was called, so I can do that. I just never bought the drones, but that would be cool, wouldn't it? I mean, would you guys, you don't have to type, would you guys go to a food truck if they had a drone show above it? Yeah. Yeah, you would.
It sounds awesome.
It does.
Any test, prior test? Okay. You will be drug tested 40 days from today. If you drug test and you test positive for marijuana, that tells you that you continue to smoke. And there's only one place you're going to go. You're now working your third case. Jillian is asking me to reinstate your bond. I very, very reluctant.
Oh, Gary.
I'm scared to do so, but I'm going to today to give you the benefit of the doubt. But it's not going to happen again. If you go to jail, it's because you didn't listen, you picked up a new case, or you're doing something you shouldn't do. And I don't care if Jillian has 15 of your family members here begging.
It's not because he's in a live stream, guys. He constantly forgets he can talk.
And pleading. It's not going to happen again. Do you understand? No marijuana, no alcohol,
Sometimes
no
he
going out
calls
in the middle of the
me and then
night
he texts
and
me
get
in
a job.
Discord at the same time. And then he's like,
All I'm
why
asking
aren't
you
you
to do is be a
answering
normal
me?
person. That's it. Give me questions. I'm giving you an ankle monitor so I know where you are at all times. You can, but I'm not letting you out in the middle of the night. I'm giving you a curfew. So Jillian, we can talk about, maybe 9, 10 o'clock, something like that. She's
Amen, sister.
welcoming you to her house. It's not your house. So if she tells you something to do, you look at me. If she tells you something to do, it is her house. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Because when you burn a bridge, you never know when you might need to cross that bridge. And if you don't have her taking you in, you're on the street. And if you're on the street, you're with me. So be nice. Okay, I'll reinstate it, but he needs a GPS prior to release for the curfew of either 9 to 10, whatever it is. And then I'm giving him 2 weeks to either get a job and bring proof. If he doesn't, then he's to meet me at the job fair at the Fresh Start, and we're gonna find him a job there.
Yes, sir.
And then I'll be there and he'll meet me there.
Thank you.
Okay.
But then we have no drug, 40-day drug test, no contact with any of the.
With any of that, so, right.
Your Honor, with the exception of 3, they're all at Target. All the steps are at Target with the exception of the most recent one, and then there's a Forever 21 and a Walmart.
Okay, so no going to any Walmarts, Targets, Forever 21.
And AM/FM, the convenience store.
That.
AM/FM is a convenience store. We used to have an AM/PM,
You say AM.
which
And
makes
then-
more sense than AM/FM.
Oh, AM.
Yeah, AM/PM. My apologies, yes.
What? You guys have AM/PMs in Texas? No, you don't. We haven't had an AM/PM here in years, like decades, many decades. Fozzie, do me a favor, read this out loud.
Do what?
Read that out loud for me.
Ha ha ha.
Type
Is
something.
that why you brought me on here to ridicule me, woman?
You don't have to type. You could just say ha 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 ha.
I don't want.
You guys got AM/PMs in California?
I don't know. I don't know where an AM/PM is. Don't know what it is.
I thought you lived in Texas. You lied.
Uh,
No, you lied.
You about to make me mad.
His Texas accent came out there.
Come up, Mr. Shirez. We will continue the way we are. The next time you have even one unapproved leave, one issue, next time I will quadruple your bond. At some point, someone is going to stop ponying the money to get you out. But every single time the bond gets quadrupled, if not quintupled. Do you understand? So we revoked his bond yesterday. He's already out. We will continue with the same conditions, right? The GPS monitor with the same kind of.
I just learned I'm a redhead.
I'm sending him for a drug test right now. I'd like to know what, if anything,
You
is in the
are a
system as well.
redhead. That's for sure.
And then he's gonna come back, sending you for a drug test. If you fail to go take the drug test, you know what happens to your bond. Take the drug test, come back, because I want to know what, if anything, is in your system. And at that point, we'll redo the same bond conditions, and then we'll send you on your way. You have to come back. Okay. Mr. Hadamla, do me a favor. Will you chat me your cell phone just in
coming
case,
back.
please?
Yes, Judge, I'll do that right
And
now.
then, assuming all is well, we'll just give you a normal reset on the case.
Thank you, Judge.
That way, I'll reach out to you whenever he comes back, so you don't have to just sit here and wait.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
For sure.
It's like Sheets. It's a convenience store, only tinier. Mine were tinier, but we didn't have Sheets back then, so who knows what they're like now.
Howdy, Angie.
You got it, Judge?
I got it. I'll text you when he comes back.
All right, may I have the excuse?
For sure.
All right, thank you. All right.
Jay Quellen, Devereaux, he was on bond and picked up a felony.
Is he in there?
Uh-huh.
You know, so I got some Georgia courts, but literally it's like a ghost town in Georgia courtrooms. I mean, I got 3 from Chatham County. That was a lot. And I got 1 from Hales County. Nothing else. No Georgia courts.
5,002.
Okay, thank you.
For sure. Thanks. 5,002.
Okay.
I need like another sticky note thing. Thanks. Shelby. Good morning, Ms. Shelvin. Ma'am, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. Ward got an agreement. They're offering you
I'm sorry, Judge.
3 days in jail, credit for the 1 day. 1 day. 3 days in jail, credit for the 1 day that you've done. You need to understand, ma'am, that this charge will go on your record anytime from now on until the end of eternity. You get pulled over, an officer's going to see this. If you smell like alcohol or dope, what do you think they're going to do? Right. What we're doing today, from now on, it's a minimum of 30 days in jail. You understand?
Yes, sir.
No more proverbial slaps on the wrist. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, construct and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen or a possible immigration consequence, you can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization, you give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, you can never undo this or change this. It will go on your record, it'll stay there forever. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Is this what you want to do? How do you plead to the offense, man? I will find you guilty. I will send you to the 3 days in jail, give you credit for the 2. I am going to suspend your license for 90 days. Do not drive until you get a license. Good luck to you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Judge. And we did discuss the 1-year program, Judge, and she would rather do this.
You'd rather have a conviction than a dismissal, huh?
I don't really have the time for it, and I know I had mentioned before that I don't work, so I
I'm
don't.
going to tell you now that, anytime you take the easy way out in life, it's not a good thing. One day you're going to look back to this day, may not be today, may not be tomorrow, and you're going to be like, why the hell didn't I do this deal? Because all you literally have to do are 2 classes, and then they dismiss the case. And you got to stay clean for a year. And if you can do that, no conviction. Sure.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good luck to you, man.
Thank you, Judge.
All right.
And Judge, would you run that concurrent with the ALR suspension, the 90 days?
Crystal, look, it's
What do you do for a
Fazzy.
living, man?
Well, I'm staying home.
Hi, Crystal.
I actually did just pick up a part-time job. They'll take whatever you need. Only like working twice a week right now.
Yeah.
Thank you, Judge.
I saw a bunch of tornado warnings all
Judge, may we
over.
approach?
Hi, Florida. We're gonna get so many.
Well, actually, that's not the first one, but it can be the first one if you'd like, Judge.
Can I get an extension? Can I get an extension? We're gonna get so many of these now.
So I wanted to present, well, I guess we'll start for that one. That one's going to be Mason Wilkes. Amy approached yesterday, Judge, but I'm Mason Wilkes.
This is the one you want 7 days.
Yes, Judge. So what I wanted to present to you and counsel is, may I approach?
I will always entertain.
Thanks, Judge. So the governor issued a state of emergency, and I got something from their agency from higher up that shows that they're suspending pickups for the moment because Milton has turned to a Category 5, and for the court, just in context, Hurricane Harvey was a Cat 4. So obviously, right now they're more concerned about safety than, and so I don't believe it's unreasonable in context of evacuating. And so far, I think I saw on the news it was costing like 50 some odd million dollars damage already, and hasn't even hit. So they're trying to figure out how long, and they're only asking for the 1. They're trying to do as much as they can. And this in Miami-Dade's been very, very good about being as diligent as possible, and they're not even asking it for 3, they're only asking it on this one because the other 2 they're trying to pick up early. And so the hope right now, even with them suspending it for a couple of days, is that they're anticipating pickup by the 17th. Obviously, if it hits harder, if Milton hits harder, then we'll have to reapproach. But even with that, they're only.
If you decide to leave Florida now, which is very late, but if you decide to leave Florida now, check the road conditions before you leave, because a lot of the roads are completely backed up. People are just sitting there and they ran out of gas and food, and it's bad. So try to find different roads. Don't just like go up I-95. Yes, Crystal, my eye hurts.
I can't hold someone forever just because of this. You know what I mean?
That's true, Judge, but this is still within the statutory 30 days and it's not outside, the code. And so we're just asking.
What's he wanted for?
He's wanted for.
Nick, you look great.
Or she.
Great.
So this one, she's wanted for robbery and deadly weapon. Or sorry, robbery with a deadly weapon? Yes. And they requested a no bond. And so obviously they're still wanting to extradite. The warrant was issued out January of 2024. So it being the equivalent of a 2nd degree felony here, they obviously want it back.
Defense?
Judge, again, the 3-day does sound reasonable. If they could come pick up the other people in 3 days, why wouldn't take him along?
Well, and that's why they have a finite amount of people they can pick up. So if it was this one for the 3 days, then I'd be asking for one of the other 2 that Amy asked for, because I'm presuming they're doing it by priority of waiver. But again, it's just the reciprocity. If we wanted somebody for robbery.
Hold on, is it the same county for both, for all 3?
For all.
I don't know.
Hello, John, Eagle Dad.
Hi, John. So I don't know. Do people leave now? If they're trying to make a decision right now, it's real late. Do they leave or stay? I don't know. I don't know if you can get north fast enough. Maybe you can get west. Maybe there's some roads that head west instead of north. I don't know, guys. I just don't know. I wish everybody would have left yesterday. Everybody tried. I see they tried.
All 3. And that's the ones we know so far. And again, that's why they're trying to prioritize, because they do, that one unit handles extraditions all over the US. And so they're trying to prioritize what they can. And with the 2 that they have, and I don't presume to speak for them, but just based on previous extraditions, is that there's only so many people they can safely transport at a time, which is why they're asking for the extension on 1. So if they move Mason Wilkes up front, then it's likely I would have been approaching on one of the other 2 for the extra couple of days.
I was watching a court a couple days ago on an extradition matter, and they actually were extraditing one person from one place to the other, and they actually charged the defendant the cost of the actual extradition, which is like $3,000 and change. They actually made the defendant pay back the.
What a coincidence. I played a video a couple days ago about extradition costs.
Cost of extradition. Yeah.
I don't know how it works in terms of the fees and
Because
how.
the county had to spend,
Right.
like 3,200 and change to extradite the person back. So when they ended up getting the person, they actually hit them with the cost bill for that extradition charge, anyways.
But yeah, Miami-Dade is one of our
What am I
most
supposed to
responsive.
do? Because really, it's statutorily, it's 30, right?
It's true, but yesterday it was 3 days and today it seems.
That's why I came prepared, is I want to make sure that I'm not just coming in with.
Didn't I see something? I saw one of the models today saying that it's now 180 miles an hour.
Yes.
As it comes closer to, it was gonna slow down, right?
I mean, until they downgrade, I don't know the details specifically on what streets can hit, but it's still category 5 within that area.
And it seems like it's gonna hit Tampa, not Miami-Dade.
Right.
So.
Miami-Dade's like way.
Yeah, way south, and Tampa's more center.
It's like,
so.
I mean, I know it's still within the cone of uncertainty.
It is, and the governor, and that's why I wanted to come with actual, literature from the state, not just me stating the same argument. There's an official state of emergency. And again, it's the it's a reciprocity. If we wanted somebody for a robbery or murder in Harris County and we're wanting them to extradite, it was an extra couple of days for Hurricane Harvey, I presume they would give us the same kind of, courtesy.
When do we say when though, Jay? If I say yes to this now, you're gonna come back?
Well, I mean, there's still the statutory 30 days, which is what I mean, is I'm not requesting anything outside of what's initially given under the code.
I mean,
I would go next door and get the dog too, because I know those neighbors ain't gonna take that dog.
What day are you asking for?
So right now, the expectation is they're gonna pick up on the 17th, so it'll be the 18th.
El mero mero.
I never heard of
Judge, I
that.
would ask that you grant my client a PR bond to allow him to turn himself in Florida, if that's the case.
I will give him just this. If they can't by this date, then I'll grant your request.
The next one is a little bit trickier. The one on docket today, Judge Sylvester Valdez.
Okay.
So
Sylvester Valdez.
this one I've been trying to figure out with one judge.
How am I gonna forget Mr. Galvan? How am I gonna
It's
forget
never
this
good
dude?
when the judge knows you by name.
Your bond is at 10,000 now. The next time you violate, pick up a new case, do what you're not supposed to, I will quadruple it, if not quintuple it, maybe more. You understand? I'm not asking much, man. Okay. Done.
If there's not enough
Okay.
room in my car for the kids, oh well, they're adults.
Same conditions we had before.
Good luck, Judge.
Thanks. Hey, Don Lee, you ready?
I would definitely want to fight the hurricane, not leave. He'd be like, "Nah, I got this." He would be standing out there. Boys are dumb. I don't know why they do the things they do. I don't know why. My nephew that I work with, he's constantly like when I'm walking by, like elbowing me. He doesn't hit me. He elbows like close. He's like bam, or he kicks. He doesn't kick me. He just kicks close. Boys are just so full of, they have to do something physical.
Come up, Mr. Kozlowski.
Kathy, why don't you just beat that boy down?
Oh, I have many times. I'm his aunt. I'm supposed to.
You're doing so well.
He's very tall now, though.
Oh, no, I screwed up.
Football player.
We test positive for.
From a Sunday night address.
Stop. Stop. I mean, what am I supposed to do? You're staying with me? I gotta take you in now. No means no. Either you don't care about conditions or you have a problem. But no means no. If I let you go, that means that I'm telling you it's okay. Just like
Yeah, I'll be shocked if this one isn't the biggest to ever hit Florida.
I with them. There's only one result that happens. It goes with you. All right. So Don Lee.
It's freaking massive. If you haven't seen it, it's huge. Right, Fuzzy?
Yes, it is huge. Yes.
It's with a K, right?
Yes, sir.
I have rage,
I'm really
Jennifer. I don't
happy
need
it's
a
not
chair. I
COVID.
have rage.
Because that's what I thought it was going to be when they told me that you tested positive. That's what I was. So the bond's at 5,000 now. I mean,
Thank you, CJ. I didn't think anything had gotten up to 180 miles per hour in a long time.
We'll see if he bonds out. If not, then we can talk. But I mean, we're not out for blood. So if he's unable to bond out, then we can talk about something in a couple of days. What about it?
I think he's gonna lose it. He's testing something. He's just missing. He's has to be there like 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. He finally got a good job.
What's he doing?
He did. I want to say. Did you put it on before?
I don't think so. He's clean.
Donnelly, will you talk to him, see what he's doing, and then let's see what we can do. But okay, find out what he's doing, then let me know, will you, please? You get out into the free world of thinking about consequence, because that's what we want everybody to do. Think before you act, think before you speak, because you never know when it's your last time. All I know now is that you're wanted out of another state. You're wanted out of the state of Arizona, specifically Maricopa County, for manslaughter, 2 counts of aggravated assault and endangerment. Jay, tell me about Mr.
That's all I have so far. I do show a Georgia State ID, which I didn't see at first, but I don't see any history. Originally, I believe this is only offense, but because of the severity of the offense and with the warrant stating that while there is a $150,000 bond, is that the request no bond until he's in front of a magistrate within their state. And so because of the severity of the offense and the risk of flight is that state requests no bond for this defendant.
Is this a 2B?
This is the judge. It was issued out on September 25th, 2024.
Okay. And the bond over there is at 150,000.
150, but they will not permit it to be honored until he goes in front of a magistrate within the court.
Okay.
Hi, Budgie.
What the manslaughter is about?
No, I don't have the probable cause affidavit, but if you're looking for specifics, I can request it from the DA's office, but I don't have it at this time. I just know that the charges are valid.
Do you have anything that you'd like to add?
Yes, Judge. Mr. Campbell actually hired an attorney and known about the investigation, so this was not an instance where he's trying to run. The attorney told him they could take a family vacation.
If you were going to start a YouTube channel, Fozzie, what would it be about? What would your content be? Would it be court videos?
Well, I mean, I know that's what we all want. Right now, my passion is drones, but I'm not as good as Bill. I mean, so I just don't know. Oh, beer.
I don't think YouTube would appreciate that. You would have to pick something else. Hi, Lisi.
Can I just fly my drone around and take pictures of beers?
Yes, that would be. I think people would appreciate that. Just put your drone in a car, go to a city, find every bar. Then go to the next city, find every bar. No, you need to talk, though. What are you going to talk about if you are going to fly a drone?
Why are you doing this to me?
To start your own channel? You're famous. I'm telling you. You don't listen.
I'm famous because I adore a lady that I admire and enjoy watching.
I'm not in any of those other courtrooms you're in. When you walk into other courtrooms, just like Maiko. Maiko is super famous. He's not just a little famous. He's super
Well, let's
famous.
pick on Maiko then.
Maiko, are you going to come on my stream once? I'm guessing the answer is hell no. Maiko, are you going to come on my stream once and be where Fozzie is? See, Fozzie, none of the other ones want to because it's public speaking and it's terribly scary. You don't care. You're like, yes, sign me up.
I'm a ham. I love the center of attention. But you know who else would? Linus.
Yes, Linus can come on. Oh, see, Maiko, you are so famous. Everybody wants you. You can
Linus will get you more subs than me or Maiko will. Just saying.
I'm not doing this for subs. But Maiko is very, very popular in all the chats. You know who else would be awesome? Georgia Peach. She doesn't watch my channel though. If she ever came in, I'd fangirl all over the place. She came in once, remember? Remember that one time? Anyway, guys, who do you want to see up here with where Fozzie is or with Fozzie?
I want to see Donald. Donald's been in front of the camera before. He can entertain.
Donald would do it. Donald would do it. He would definitely do it. Donald loves camera. He grew up with that camera. He made money off camera.
Taylor Swift.
Okay, don't you worry. I'm gonna get Taylor Swift. All right, Maiko, this is what we're gonna do. You're gonna be Taylor Swift. I'll make the avatar and you just be the voice behind it. They'll never know. It's called AI. Donald, anytime. Donald, tomorrow. Maiko, come on the screen. It's fine. We're going to go back to court now, but anybody who wants to join can join. You just tell me. We said it before. But we're not going to. Okay, I know I asked Maiko specifically, but we're not going to ask people specifically. You have
I'm
to
pretty
tell
sure
me.
I got voluntold to do this.
You're not person. They're people. You're Fozzie. Drinking little sips of wine out of your little bottle. What did you walk into the liquor store and say? May I please have the smallest bottle of wine you have available?
That's what the wife drinks.
Any little sips of wine? No, man. They give me half a glass of wine at a restaurant, which is correct. You only get 5 ounces. You need like air and stuff at the top. And I'm like, no, fill that up. Fill it up.
That's what
Jethro,
the wife drinks. That's all I know.
Jethro, how much wine do you put in your glass? Do you put a tiny little shot of wine in your glass? Or do you just give them the glass and take the bottle? Legal does not drink wine. Legal drinks, let me guess, Legal, what you're drinking this morning.
Prune juice.
No, it's a smoothie.
Howdy, Legal.
Yeah, he's in Georgia. It's a smoothie of some sort with green leaves, kale, quinoa, bananas. Right, Legal? Did I nail it? If I didn't, you should definitely try that. Sounds very healthy. All right. Lucha Libre. What's that? All right, I'm going to start the video.
Vacation. So he was a
See, Legal is more famous. Legal walks into a chat room and everybody loses their head, and they should. He's amazing. I knew it. I knew it was something. I don't know what any of that is.
What the hell is arginine?
I don't, or citrulline. NMN. MNM, I know.
Twitchy.
What is it? What is it? What is that stuff you're drinking?
Howdy, another Smith.
Oh, another Smith. Meet Fozzie. Amino acids. Don't you already have those? I feel I already have those.
arrested at a connecting flight in Houston with his wife and 3 children. So he wasn't trying to run. He was going on a family vacation. His attorney there told him,
We were on the way to
I bet you could get them in quinoa and kelp. No, what did I say? What is it? It's not kelp. What did I say? I just said it. It's not lettuce. It's the stuff that you use for decoration. Oh my gosh. I just said it and I lost it.
I think Jethro nailed it. Will it make me trip?
Probably not. That's the bad part.
to the family. He doesn't live in Houston.
Be going.
Kale.
So
Kale.
essentially, he gets arrested in the connecting flight process. He's not from Houston. He is ready, willing, and able to go back to Arizona. He's got his attorney set up there. If he gets out, it's not like he's legitimately going to stay at a hotel and then the next day get on like a bus, because we talked about the flight problem. And he has a vested interest going back. He's 41 years old. I think he has a license case from like
beautifully appropriate.
Wife, 3 kids in Arizona. He's got 2 prior children in Georgia, but he has like a family life and a business in Arizona, lives there. So he absolutely wants to get back to Arizona. And with that in mind, we would be requesting a bond here so that he can just go back and turn himself in.
No, Mr. Campbell, I really value
I can't see.
my city, and I want to protect everybody I can for as long as I can, because the last thing I want is more death, more destruction, and you're wanted for something where there's a dead body.
Oh, sorry, Judge. It just pulled up just now. So Trey is correct. There was a suspended license, but he also had a prior hit and run and failure to stop and return to scene, which seems aligned with the manslaughter and 2 accidents with the vehicle and the
Is that
driving.
with this case or another
No,
case?
sorry, Judge. This is back in
Probation.
Georgia. So after the license suspension, there are 2 cycles. Hit and run, failure to return to scene. There's also DWI back in 2014.
Wow. Continues to happen.
I don't know what happened to that one though. It just.
You want me to set you a bond? Silly?
I had to run the state ID
Can I
when it popped up on the other side.
Yes, absolutely.
Sir, those cases were like thrown out. I didn't, whatever he has there, the DWI thing, I never had a DUI. And with the hit and run business, that wasn't it.
How do I know that? Am I supposed to take your word for it?
For that thing, my car was stolen, sir, and then they assumed.
Every salad bar I've ever set up or took down, I had kale all over the place in it. Bob's Big Boy, Roy Rogers, Pizza Hut.
Just like how here they're assuming that I'm.
Why?
No. No one's assuming that you're running. No one's assuming that you're running. All we know is that you are wanted out of Arizona, where there's 2 aggravated assaults and there's a manslaughter, so there's a dead body, right? And you also have priors out of another state where there's alleged DWIs and you running from the scene. So my problem is that I have no idea what the circumstances of the manslaughter are. How do I know you didn't shoot someone? How do I know you didn't run someone over in a car at a parade? And so it would be really just dangerous for me to really give you a bond and just let you go when I don't know how dangerous you are. Do you know what I mean? That's just, it's logic. As much as I'd like to get you back to Arizona as quick as possible, Mr. Campbell, you scare me. How soon can we get Arizona to come pick him up?
I don't know, Your Honor. I mean, well, for him, because he originally waived the magistrate, I know they've already.
He's waived.
Yes, I believe he waived 2 days ago when he went to.
Great.
Yes, so I believe the notice was already sent out.
Typically, the way it works is once you waive, we give that jurisdiction 2 weeks to come get you. Now, sometimes there are circumstances that they might want extension for a day or 2 at the max 3. But by and large, they're pretty good at getting that jurisdiction to come get you within the next 2 weeks. And then we give you a free ride back to Arizona where you can answer those charges. Now, like he said, they're willing to set you a bond. Now, it's going to be a high bond, but you got to get there first. And me, I just don't feel comfortable giving you a bond. I don't know you. I know you're telling me it's little bunnies jumping in the woods, but I really.
That wasn't funny, Donald.
Is that there's a trail of destruction, and I don't want any more. That's it. Do you understand? Okay. So, I'm sorry, Shreya. I can't.
No worries, I just want to make sure there's nothing else you want the judge to know about bond before we discuss issues.
Now, if you're able to post bond, if you're able to get your family to
It's just bitter.
post a bond in Arizona, then they can release this hold and then we'll let you out. But I don't know if that's going to happen, right? Arizona wants you there before they're going to set you bond. Is what they said. So, but you never know until you try. The worst they can say is no. If you have a lawyer, perhaps he can go get you a bond there.
True. I'll
Okay.
agree with that.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good luck, Mr. Campbell. Donnelly.
Yeah, I was.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was cut off forever.
I know. I'm sorry.
Fritter.
I get it. Fritter, come on up.
All right, one more, guys. Do I go to the end? Let's go to the end. Him.
The other. All he wants to do is go out, party, not work, and not do anything
I'm
in
gonna
life.
rewind it a little bit because
What you do now?
Dad. Hold on.
Set
Hold
yourself.
on.
Okay. He's charged with harassment. He's facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. So it's a serious case. And let me say at the outset, I want the best thing for your son. I really do. I have put certain bond conditions on him. And when he violates these conditions, that's when we revoke bonds and we put people in jail. What we did was we revoked his bond initially because he had an issue. He wasn't doing what he was supposed to be doing. Okay. What happened initially? I don't remember why we initially revoked it.
He was revoked because he was leaving an intern.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So what happened is this, is that he's young.
Bobby, so we were friends.
So I put an ankle monitor on him to make sure that he's not going out in the middle of the night. And he violated it around, I don't know, 13, 15 times by going out in the middle of the night. So what I did was I revoked his bond and I put him in jail. I guess you now, or someone has bonded him out and he's now here with us. One of the other conditions I told him was not to use any kind of illegal drugs, including marijuana. And I test them regularly to make sure that they're not using. I tested him in early September and he tested negative. We now drug tested him today because I want to make sure that he's still negative, and he's now tested positive for marijuana. Mr. Hatamle, that's what I wanted to bring you on to let you know that he is now tested positive for marijuana.
Yes, Judge.
We're compounding problems now. So I don't know how to go forward short of putting him in jail again because he's continuing to violate the conditions.
Hi, Victoria. Wave to me.
Look, it's Maiko. Look, Victoria, I have Maiko on. Victoria, look, there's Maiko.
What in the actual heck?
She said, hi, Fozzie. Listen, she got me in front of everybody today. I was looking around for a picture for an hour.
I would point up, but it wouldn't turn out well. So I'll just keep my hands in my lap.
Hold on, I got a better idea, Fozzie. Hold on. Boom.
Oh, do I get to be on time?
Yeah, you're on top. Of course, dear.
That's not.
It's close enough.
I'm a blue collar worker, and I talked to him this morning.
Where was that?
Blue collar. There's a background check that we use in the plants. If you gave me a chance for him to take out his TWIC card and put him on jobs with me, we take hair follicles, we take UAs, we take swabs. So the TWIC card, I got an appointment for him.
I know how valuable those TWIC cards are. I know, and we get a lot of people in here that use them and have really good jobs. And
I left the job in South Texas to come home so I could be here with him.
Thank you.
So I'm trying. But
I understand, and I want to help you as much as I can as well. The problem is that I don't even think he graduated from high school.
No.
Come up, Mr. Chirez. You are ending up nowhere fast. You are on the fast track to
Fozzie, if you were
becoming
hideous, I would have
someone
put you on
who is
stream.
in and out of jail with nothing but convictions on their record and thereby becoming unemployable.
Mean
What I
girl.
see
Good show.
is he has way too much time on his hands.
You women are evil in this channel.
You see that it's one thing after the other. All he wants to do is go out, party, not work, and not do anything in life. What you do now, set yourself up so that when you're his age, maybe a little bit older, you don't have to work like a dog for the rest of your life. The idea is you work hard now, make a shitload of money now, so you don't have to work like a dog when you're 70. I have friends of mine that never pushed their family to work.
I would love to
and they're
know
not-
that too. How many of y'all went into Discord and looked for that picture? You You don't have to type, Fozzie. You can just speak. You got a microphone.
Damn it! Did you see the short that Bill posted?
I saw you send me a short. I didn't know that was from Bill, and I watched 20% of it because I was in a hurry to get my stream on.
It was like 60 seconds long and you watched
I didn't
20%
have
of
60
it?
seconds. If I'm 60 seconds late, CJ says, "Are we there yet? Are we there yet?" Fozzie says, "It's about dang time." Yeah, see, you got a bunch of us. I don't know about that, man. You told that story the other day about when you were younger. I can't remember what you did, but something about, did you get arrested or something? It wasn't a story. It was more like a couple comments. Yeah, he rage quit because he thinks he's playing World of Warcraft. I'm going to leave that up there for him just so he knows. I'm going to put Nan's up too.
Huh? What? No, this was Kathy.
Now working at like Sears types jobs, and they're 7 years old just to be able to have health insurance.
Lori, you turned on me too?
And you don't have insurance. You really have one a tough time. Try being sick without health insurance.
That was my first pee break of the night.
Easier the older you get. It gets more difficult. You get bigger, fatter, uglier, your hair falls out. Life doesn't get
You have
easier.
a wine away tab.
And if you don't have an education, if you don't have a job, you will be at the bottom of the barrel, like a sucker fish, like sucking on the ground just to be able to. That's no life.
That
That
leaves
really
me
sucks
out.
about money.
CJ, are you included in that group?
The problem is that if I release him to you, you're not with him all the time. And when the cat's away, the mice will play. And that's my fear, because who he's living with him now doesn't have enough control on him. Because as you can see, we're now on our second, if not third, bond violation.
No.
And if I let him go, what does that tell him? Tells him it's okay, and it's not.
I like the way you think, Crystal.
Give me a plan.
And is
Fozzie,
go
you don't have to
take a
type.
credit card and
Just talk.
put them to take them on jobs for me.
Do that full time.
So it's temporary work, you know. I work contracts, 6 weeks a year.
But my point is that he's with you at all times.
yes,
He's
sir.
hanging out with you.
Yes, sir.
He's because what I would do is I would put him on a real strict regimen
For the
as far as
record,
curfew,
that was a
who
different
he's to
woman.
be with, you know.
I did not talk about that.
And times he can be out. You know, I'm putting you in jail right now. The only thing that's saving you from going to jail is your dad. Really, that's the only reason I'm not putting you in jail right now. Because if he wasn't here, you'd be in custody right now.
If you could give me 30 days for him to be clean, the TWIC card takes about 3 to 4 weeks to come back.
Maybe
Can you really get him a TWIC card with this harassment charge that's open?
It's pending still, so yes, sir. I know people that got worse cases on them and they have
Think
TWIC
so?
cards.
Yeah, I've seen a lot worse than this.
It's not so much the TWIC card, Your Honor, it's the plant that has.
Let me ask you this, who got him out of jail now?
I did.
All
right.
He messes up again, that's it. I'll put him in jail, that's it. I will release him to you. I'm trusting you. You will look over him, make sure he goes to and from, gets to where he needs to go, from where he needs to go.
Travel
And I'm giving him a
workers
curfew.
ID card. Travel workers ID card. I can't read that. Whoever did that.
And I'm gonna test him 40 days from today.
What if we pick up a job that is night shift? Like right now, I'm currently on nights. Have him call
He
you?
is with you?
Mhm.
So you're currently working night shifts now?
Yes, sir.
How long are you gonna work night shift?
This job's almost done. I'll be off next week or two.
Are you gonna actually take him with you to work now?
No.
Okay.
He needs a toy card first.
Okay, so it's not gonna happen now.
Not gonna happen now, is
Okay,
what I'm saying.
So I don't want him out in the middle of the night. Now, if you in the future get a job where it's
Check your
overnight,
text message
I will, as long as he's with
from an
you.
hour
The
ago.
only time I'm letting him out is if he's with dad. Otherwise, no. Okay, I'll release him to you. But we got to be on the same page. Otherwise, we go nowhere. I'm gonna test him again in 40 days. You ever test positive for marijuana again, and there you go. And that's where you stay on this case is over with. And I'm gonna tell you now, I will not let you plead guilty to just get out of jail, because it happens a lot. They get in jail and they want to just plead guilty to get out. I'm not gonna let you do it. Do you understand?
Sure.
The next time you fail me on a curfew violation, likewise, I'm going to put you in jail. And I'm going to tell you now, your bond is 5,000 now. I'm going to make it 50,000, or perhaps even higher, maybe lower. I don't know, but it's going to be high. Do you understand? That will be a third violation with me. I'm not going to continue to.
I have a hypothetical question for you all. Let's say you were doing a live stream because you had a YouTube channel that people watch. Let's just pretend you were in the middle of a live stream, right? How many times are you expected to answer text messages, Discord messages, private messages, phone calls while you're in the middle of a live stream? How many times per live stream are you expected to do that? Next question. Let's say you had a YouTube channel and your stream starts at 4:30 every morning. But then at like 4:20, people would say, "Here, do this today. I need you to do this in 5 minutes." Yeah. 0. You mean you're not supposed to check your phone while you're working? That's just crazy, Beck. Dad to dad conference. Oh yeah, this dad to this dad. Sorry.
Tell them what you just texted me, dang it.
Okay.
Because you're here as a courtesy to you, and I want to see you.
No, you can't do that. They're not going to get it.
You got to put your heart into the work that you're doing. So if you think that you're going to go there and do half-ass jobs, don't waste anybody's time. Don't waste his time. If you're going to do it, because that's the idea. Okay, so let's redo it. He gets tested 40 days from today.
That's my answer.
Same bond conditions that he on earlier. I'm going to waive the fee so you don't have to pay for anything, right? Normally, this is like a $400 monthly fee. I'm going to waive everything, so the money's not an issue. He's got to get the device on his leg today to make sure it's operational. What's the curfew? What do we do? What is it? Okay, same thing, 10 p.m. to 6
Kathy, can you turn my mic down? Apparently I'm too loud.
That's it. Okay. Thanks so much for coming.
I thought you would never ask. I did it. No.
My papers.
I did turn it down a bit.
I'm sorry, folks.
Thank you, Ms. Wait, no. We need to get a date. Hold on.
November 19th through the 21st.
19th to the 21st.
The 20th, Judge.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay, we're currently have a setting on, we were reset last week to the 13th.
It's now this one. It's now this date.
Okay, so I'll just move that to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
All right. Thanks. Ricardo.
1 second, Judge.
Please.
Judge, can I get the docket?
You want to say hi to people? Hey there, Canada. Wow, someone from Sweden. Look at this.
Hi, Kathy.
Is it?
I played a prank on,
Stupid chat, man. This thing moves too fast.
I played a prank on Kathy earlier.
I'm sorry, I can't keep up with the chat, guys. You
Can't
guys are
hear
way too
you 'cause
fast.
he's
Hey,
trying to
ATX says
read
hello,
chat.
Victoria.
Hey, Ellie.
Hey, Jennifer Bogart. Chickanini. Oh, Tampa, take care. Oh, yeah, we have someone from Tampa here.
Nice.
Guys, take care. Stay from Holland. Wow, great. Colorado, Minnesota,
Yeah,
Minnesota,
you gotta say
Norway,
it with the accent.
Minnesota, UK, Ohio. Fantastic. Hey,
Oh.
Robert from Germany.
Country living and fishing. That sounds
Where's
nice.
country living? Where? I missed it.
Oh, I missed it.
Country living and fishing. Awesome.
I know, right? Hey, I played a prank on Kathy. I told her I posted a picture in Discord to go look, and all the other nosy rosies went to go look, and there was nothing there.
Well, why are you gonna do that?
Well, so I did it twice, right? The first time I did post a picture.
Does it make you feel good to do that to people?
Yes, it does.
Judge, thank you for hearing me out. It doesn't always go my way. No, I hope you don't take offense to me arguing.
Ever. And I want you to do that. That's why we have you come in here, right? So whether it's someone who we're doing a fine, fees, and likewise, don't get upset if I don't do something your way, but understand, I'm also trying to look at the big.
Yeah, no, I get it. No, I take no offense. Thank you, Judge. I'll see you. Have a good one. See you guys.
Bye, Ricardo. See you tomorrow. Hey.
Who was it that pointed out? Guys, the judge is full screen now. The judge is like, you don't have to type, you can talk. The judge is full screen now. He's not like half screen. No, she's not.
But I posted a picture.
Hey. No, I'm about to run out now. I'm done. We just ended.
Judge, stop calling me while I'm working.
So you're out? Okay.
Oh, it dropped? No, that's fine. This
What
was a
happened?
picture I posted in Discord. And I said, what's wrong with the picture, right? And
Hey, so LaShawn.
The judge left court for long periods today to go to courtroom 10. Juanita's on vacation. So Victoria posted in Discord a picture of judge sitting in Juanita's bench with the placard in front, Juanita Jackson.
Oh, here.
no, she's on vacation the rest of the week too. Yeah. They had Rebecca. But so I posted that picture at first and I said, Kathy, I posted a picture in Discord. And the second time I said, like, no picture.
Yeah, anyone, if you feel like the chat is a little bit too restricted here, go to Discord. It's a lot better in Discord here. We have to adhere to YouTube rules. And so that's why it's a lot more restrictive what can and cannot be said. So don't get sensitive, don't get upset if something is taken off. Just understand, it's not what you say, it's how other people perceive.
I like how he said that. I wish he would have said Kathy Discord, but I understand why you can't.
Kids, let the dog out. Mods, thank you so much for everything. Everybody, thank you for hanging out with us. We will be here bright and early tomorrow. Unfortunately, no trial.
Bye, Linus.
Hey, thanks for helping us. Are you?
You remember?
Yes, of course. I mean.
No, Victoria. I got 3 texts from a person in comments tonight that it's not Linus. It's pronounced Linus. We're wrong. I know, because I got 3 comments. It's Linus.
I mean, how am I answering? So, are you?
Thank you for commenting. We love that.
Are you going to be here for the fugitive stuff as well? Training for that or no?
She is training on fugitives.
Okay, great.
That's just.
If you want any candy, help yourself out.
She already did.
I do a 2-hour and 23 3-minute stream. Linus is gone. Victoria comes in at 2 hour 24 minutes, says, hi, Linus, and boom, Linus is here.
Hi, Linus.
Don't say Linus. You're going to get comments in chat. I wonder if Fozzie next stream, we just call her Linus the whole time.
Well, I
And
mean,
then see
Linus
if
is
we get,
peanuts. We grew up with Linus.
see how many comments we get defending her name. See how many people say, no, it's Linus. All right, guys. Oh, Melissa looks so pretty. Thank you for coming out. Thank you, Fozzie, for helping me. It's hard work, isn't it?
Yes, it is
Oh
tough.
my
I sent
God.
you 3 messages saying I was going to log out.
Yeah, I know. Please say that's a typo. Please. Please. Was that a typo?
What?
She says it's Lemus.
Look,
Look,
man,
there's an
ban
M right
her.
there.
Can I ban her?
No, I need to know if it's Lemus. Do you really pronounce your N's like M's? Is it Lemus? Oh, whoo! It's a typo. It's Linus. Linus. Linicky.
I think we should ban her anyway. She can come back in a week.
Listen, she worked hard tonight. She cleaned.
Is this on?
Yes, I hear you. There's
Okay, I think we should take a vote, the men against the women, if
no
Linus can still be involved.
What? What did you say?
I think we need a man versus women vote if Linus should be like banned for 24 hours.
No, overruled.
Oh.
She works hard for the money. See? See? Yeah, we gotta let the man do what the man does. Oh, there's a woman. There's a man that says no. There's Jethro abstaining. Good job, Jethro. Thanks, Nan. Yeah, everybody in Florida, stay safe.
John the Beagle Dog, I hope your hedges fall and you have to pay for them.
Hedges. Oh, no. Don't bring us into this, Fozzie. Can't hear you, Fozzie. Fozzie, stop. Oh, well, Linus, it looks like... Oh, no. Bobby said yes. Listen, Linus, Bobby said you should be banned for 1 week. Don't ever forget that. Bobby, let me just tell you what's going to happen 6 years from now. 6 years, 7 months, and 7 days. Linus is going to say, and you know what, Bobby? I remember 6 years ago, 7 months, 7 days, you told them to ban me. And I'll remember too. And I'll say, yeah, I was there. Hold on. Let me pull up the video. Oh, legal. That's just rude. No, we need to have a meeting before we convene a committee. Can't just convene a
The
committee
men have
without
a
meetings.
the men have a, what do they call the female hater club on Little Rascals?
What?
Somebody help me.
What did you say?
What do the kids call the female haters club on the Little Rascals?
I don't remember. I have no idea.
There we go. Metal's got it. He-Man Woman Haters Club.
Jennifer knew it. CJ, where were you? I was ready to throw you up first for once. That's fine.
We'll allow you in, Kathy, just because you entertain us. But the rest of them, I don't know.
I love women. I love, love, love women. They're nice. They're very, very sweet and innocent. I know. I saw one on TV. All right, guys, it's time for my outro. Fozzie, do not forget to mute yourself. Trust me on this one. If you don't log off, mute before you log off. Trust me on this one. I'm about to shut it down, but make sure that you mute yourself. He did everything. He shut everything down. Bye, guys. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for watching Fozzie's channel. I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you in a couple hours at Judge Fleischer's courtroom. Behave, okay? Bye, guys.
Got these lights echoes, digital dreams. Through the screen, her blue eyes gleam. Wicked humor, sharp as a knife. Her stream sparks electric light. Late night when the world sleeps, she's the friend that always keeps. Giggles roll like thunder loud. She stands out in any crowd. Kathy's laugh cuts through the gloom. Eyes blue like a summer's bloom. Her humor dark and twisted sharp. In a way, there's no alarm. Tales late into the night. Her laughter feels just right. Even when my world turns gray, with a giggle, she lights the way. Her eyes mirror sky so blue. In her jokes, there's a truth so true. With each stream, she brings the light. Turns dark days into bright. Kathy's laugh cuts through the gloom. Eyes blue like a summer's bloom. Her humor dark and twisted sharp. In a way, there's no alarm.